Greetings, fellow Octopathians. Welcome back to Octopath Traveler, where I'm finishing up the side quests in the journal, wrapping all of that up. And, this could be the last episode, depending on how quick I get through this. And, as promised, I'm going to do Theracio's quest next. We'll finish up his quest line. Here in Clarebrook is this old woman. This is Professor Bastet. So, I need to take her with me to Whispermill. Finish his up. Basically, we're speed running this, is what we're doing.
You all right, dear?
What's wrong? Why does your head hang so low?
Oh!
It cannot be. Professor Bastet, is that truly you? It's been a long time, my boy. How are you, young Theracio? It's hard to believe that the scruffy troublemaker grew into a fine young man. Professor Bastet taught me for free when I was a poor child with nothing. She's the reason I went into teaching myself. She was all I ever had to look up to. She's the one who inspired me to think that this could ever become a world where even the poorest children would have the chance to learn. My, you have truly become a great man. Yet the children, they won't listen to me. No matter how much energy I pour into my lessons, they do not seem moved. But all I'm trying to do is teach them. All I'm trying to make them remember is true knowledge. I don't know what to do. Young Theracio, perhaps I am mistaken, but are you trying to force the children to learn? What? If you apply force, you will be met with resistance. That is human nature. Classes are a time for both students and teachers to learn. To learn together? I learned from you when you were just a young thing. What you taught me, with your eyes sparkling brightly at the thought of learning, was how important it was to be honest with oneself. Professor, be open to what your pupils can teach you, and you may find that they are open to what you can teach them. Oh, thank you, Professor, for yet another valuable lesson. I'm glad to see that you are as earnest as you ever were, my lad. This is the end of my journey, at least for a time. I will stay here until I can make a go of things with the children of this village. I have to learn all that I can from the children here. Thank you for everything you've done for me till now. You didn't need Professor Bastet to give you that lesson. Cyrus could have done that. Alright. Now, we're gonna go deal with Alaic next. Now, the solution to this is first, we need to grab Alaic and bring him with us. The perpetrator of who stole Susanna's medical herbs / components for her medicine is down here in the Forest of No Return. And you must have Alaic with you when you go to kill... You don't kill the bandit, you beat the hell out of him to get him back. Oh, I didn't scrutinize him. You must be the leader of these thieves. Let me guess, you're with that merchant from earlier. Well, you've got perfect timing, friend, because I was just looking for someone with something good to steal.
I will not lose to you.
Are you serious? Surely you jest. Oh well. Die, please.
You should have studied harder.
Really? A standard thief thought he could beat me. I'm in your debt. Can I tell you something? Susanna Grotov. That is my mistress's true name. She was a famous scholar, and the same woman these ingredients are for. She was targeted by an organization known as the Obsidians. I know because I was their chosen assassin for the job. My entire existence revolved around the deaths of others. I never once felt guilty for taking a life. I was a heartless killer and good at it, too. But when I tried to kill Susanna, I was stopped by a man named Zonta. Only death awaits an assassin who fails to eliminate his target. So as were my orders, I drank the vial of poison in my pocket. But Susanna rescued me from death. When I could find the words, I asked her, "Why did you save me?" Do you know what she said? "Sometimes children do reckless things, so it's up to those older than them to save them from themselves." It was then I realized that she was right. I was nothing but a child. No, I wasn't even human. I was just a failure. I was nothing. I finally understood that. And Susanna helped me see it. She didn't just save my life. She gave me another chance to be human. I'm not yet done repaying that debt. I want to see her live a long and healthy life. And you helped me do that. You have my thanks. Primeval Bow of Storms. I know it's past the point at this stage, but... Oh, it's an elemental bow. Okay. Alright, so next up is Princess Mary Redux. So we have to go down to Rippletide and go to the Undertow Cove, which... This would be a good time as any to show you all what happened to Vanessa Heisel and what became of her. Coming up on the Undertow Cove, which is a level 45 dungeon. Alright, so first we'll go talk to Vanessa. So you all can see that. Oh, also, if you're looking for the battle-tested dagger, she's the one who has it. So, like, I'll show you. Right there. Battle-tested dagger. Alright, we'll scrutinize. After the incident with Alphen, she decided to leave her criminal life behind, but continues to sell her tonics at a high price. As the daughter of a famous apothecary, her knowledge of the field is vast, and the quality of her medicines are well worth the price. What is wrong with you? I didn't do anything to deserve this. Yeah, you did deserve it. Now there's Princess Mary's professor, Professor Paul, I believe was his name. Yeah, scrutinize. A former tutor of Princess Mary, in recent years he has traveled to lands beyond Orstera that he might study foreign cultures and their governing philosophies. His students praise not only his wisdom, but his warm disposition and open mind. Pocket, please. Sleep weed. Okay. I'll need to guide you back to Princess Mary. Taking you home. Professor Paul! Yes, who might you... Your Highness? Yes, it's me, Mary. I'm so relieved to find you alive. What a shock, my goodness, I could hardly recognize you. Even in my dreams I could not have imagined you would grow to such a fine young lady. Not the wild little princess I knew, using broken branches as play swords as she ran unchecked about the royal gardens. Oh, please, sir, let us keep tales of the past in the past, if you please. Oh, I've never felt more keenly the 10 years that have passed since I left this continent until this moment. Such a long time it does feel like now. I wonder if you still recall, Professor, a certain event when I lost you one of your precious books? Of course I remember it. I'd only meant to play a prank. I'd hidden that precious tome of yours in one of the palace's chimneys. And what misfortune it was that it should have been on the very day that the chimney sweeps came to do their duty. It was spring, and so I hadn't thought there was any chance that anyone would set a fire, and the book ended up so awfully coated with soot that it could never be read again. But when I tried to apologize to you, you told me this. If you regret your actions, then there is no need for me to scold you further. But I hope you will promise me two things. The first, that you will never do such a thing again. And the second, that you will take this empty tome and fill it with your own words. Write down all that you learned from this day onward, and when you have filled this entire volume, return it to me. I look forward to the day when I will get to read all about all that you will learn in life, my princess. Still remember every word of that conversation as though it were yesterday. Yet it was more than 10 years ago. How time flies. I've kept both of my promises, Professor Paul, and this belongs to you. This book, you truly did complete it. You have learned a great deal in these 10 years, and I understand very well the grace and wisdom in your eyes. And looking at the worn pages of this volume, I can tell exactly how hard it is that you've been working all this time. Everything that I am today is thanks to the wonderful tutors I've had, like you, Professor Paul. Cyrus is right there. Not to acknowledge him. I owe you my eternal gratitude for saving the professor. I'm so glad that I was able to see my promise fulfilled. Oh, she just completely forgot that Cyrus was standing there, her personal royal tutor. No big deal, right? Alright, so Russell's Repentance, Arianna again, and then that's it. Okay. So, for Russell's Repentance, I need to check on my knowledge, because there's different histories I need to find. I need to see if I have any of them. I don't have any of them. Okay, so we're gonna have to go fetch them. So first, oops. So there's gonna be 3 NPCs that we need to scrutinize to get this information. Each one has specific history on different regions. We need the Clifflands, the Woodlands, and the Frostlands. Yes, I did look this all up, by the way. I'm a filthy cheater. First off, Clifflands know it all. The Clifflands are blessed with abundant mineral wealth, and many arms and armor used in conflicts throughout the ages can trace their origins to it. The region is also a source of rare and high-quality rock salt, the trade in which has earned many notable individuals considerable fortunes. History of the Clifflands obtained. Second, we need the Frostlands, which is still snow. There's Arianna, so actually I need to go ahead and guide her, because I'm going to need her later. I'm going to need her for her quest later, so she has to be with my party. Wait a minute. Yep, you're the one. The Frostlands know it all. The Frostlands in the northern reaches of the continent are so named for their ever-present layer of snow, which endures due to the elevation and proximity to the polar zone. According to historical records, it is here that Aelfric, the deity central to the Sacred Flames faith, descended from on high. Then Duskbarrow. Yeah, and Arianna's quest is 2 steps, by the way. Now, this should be the Woodlands guy. The Woodlands know it all. The Woodlands are perhaps one of the most verdant, undeveloped regions. Of particular interest is the village of Swarky, which lies deep within the Darkwood, a place steeped in magic since ancient times, which is why many of the local hunters are proficient in its usage. Veritable embodiments of Swarky's traditions, one might say. Alright, now with that knowledge, we're going to go to Stoneguard. which coincidentally, Arianna's first quest step happens here while she's with your party. So we'll speak with Russell, and we'll conclude him. So he asked for these. You went all that way to research this for us? I can't thank you enough. With this information, we'll have our book done in no time. I've realized just how much work goes into making a single book. Yet, the me of the past was still willing to sell one to make a small profit. When Dominic heard about what I had done in the past, he told me something. You and I are one and the same. Even though you're a free man now, it doesn't feel like you've atoned for your crime, does it? I know the feeling. If you don't have anywhere to go, why don't you work with me? Until the day you can forgive yourself. At least, let me do that much. We'd only just met, but he sincerely wanted to help me. He didn't say it, but I know something happened to him in the past. That's why I want to atone properly for what I did. I want to be able to forgive myself for it. And I want to help him forgive himself too. It's never too late. Okay. So we need Arianna to speak with Natalia. Because apparently Natalia is looking for employment. For someone to employ. There must be such loyal creatures somewhere in this world. Good and true servants who only wish to work under the roof of a good mistress. But there are, ma'am. You have one right here. Pardon? You may call me Arianna, if it pleases you, my lady, and I would gladly serve you to the last day, if you would but let me. Oh, what a lovely way you have with words! Then a calm grace, the poise, those manners. Yes, I think we get on very well. Would you truly like to work as my lady's maid? I swear that nothing could please me more in this world, my lady. Then I'm glad to welcome ye into my employ, Miss Arianna. Now there's only one more thing. I'm still lacking a good coachman to see me about my carriage. Do you happen to know any coachmen seeking new employment? If it pleases my lady, I might know of such a man. He is a skilled coachman, to be sure. I rode many a treacherous road in his coach and never came to misfortune. Oh, that does sound promising. It's as though the stars have aligned. Only I'm afraid that his manners can be a bit curt. I can't say for sure what you might think of him, if he should be even willing to come here to work. I know she's talking about Orin, the carriage driver. Okay. He should still be in Still Snow. Because he's unemployed. He should be here and unemployed. Yeah, there's the quest marker. Yeah, so we're going to scrutinize him. Orin, former coachman at the brothel. He doesn't know what to do that he's lost his job. World ain't doing any favors to a poor sot like me. Surely folks must need a good coachman, but I can't find no work since my job dried up. Let's get these off him. I'm gonna guide him. And we are gonna head down to Stoneguard, which once I finish this is the last quest in the journal. And I'll show you the journal where it's complete when I'm done. Alright, Natalia. Here's your coachman.
Oh?
Oh, are you the coachman that my Arianna spoke of? How glad I am that fate has brought us together. Would you care to come work in my household? My name is Natalia, and I promise you I do well by my servants. Yes, ma'am. I think I begin to see what Arianna meant. Curt, indeed. How fortunate we both are, Orin. I'm glad you agreed to come work here as well. I know you're trustworthy. We're going to have such a better life here. Could be. I've got to admit, this place does seem pretty lush. Clean air, nice folks. Warmth. It's so warm compared to where we were. I know just what you mean, Orin. It is indeed warm here in so many ways. I've spent so many years struggling to find work and barely keeping afloat. Now at last I feel like I found a place where I could settle down and live. Now then, it's time to get down to work. Today's the first day of your new position, my two. I should quite like to go into town for a bit of shopping. Arianna, would you accompany me, please? Of course, my lady. I'd be delighted. Adamantine dagger. Alright, that's it. I'll go to Atlas Dam real quick and I'll show you the journal. Alright, rest at the inn. Now, there's only one more I want to check one thing before I'm done. Just to be certain of something. Therese is up here. And I was curious if Princess Mary's quest concluded if she got a quest. Nope, she didn't. Alright. I'll show you the journal. All quests. I'll go through the pages. All checked. All the quests are checked. They're ticked. That's it. That's the end of the game. I have done all the quests, and I did all the main story content. That's it. Only other thing I can do is get the characters to max level, which is a pain. Don't know if I'll do that, though. But that'd be on my own time. But that's it. Game's over. This Let's Play has come to an official end. As far as I'm concerned, I have 100%ed the game. And I have recorded my whole experience with it. Almost 17 hours of gameplay. Ooh, what a ride. One of the best purchases I made all year. But even though the Let's Play ends today, I'm not done with Octopath. If you've been aware, I've been doing a lore series on the game. So, for the time being, that shall carry on. I'm not done with this game completely. So, if you want to see more Octopath content from me, make sure you go watch the lore videos. You might enjoy them. At least I hope you do. They do need some viewership, I must say. And, well, that's all I've got. This Let's Play is done. Octopath Traveler is done. Playthrough-wise, so all I can say is, if you've been watching since the beginning of the Let's Play, thank you very much for watching. This has been a long series. And I probably will not be doing another Let's Play like this ever again. This took a lot out of me. And, well, thanks for being here for the ride. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time for whatever it is I'm doing.